Awesome, Robert. Well, we got our mailbag here
Perfect.
from Kim on YouTube.
Thank you, Kim, on YouTube.
By the way, that's a great way. If you want to send us questions on YouTube, we would love to hear them and do our best to answer them for you.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully she gave me a layup.
I think so. Okay. I think this is in your alley, right up your alley. How would a Roth conversion impact Medicare Part B for additional premium charges? I still can't decide what to do.
Wow, that is a tough question. Not knowing more about Kim. And we did an episode on this when we talked about financial planning, importance of Roth conversions. So let me see if I can dive into that. The fact, and I'm just guessing here, right? Because the first thing I need to know on that question is, how old is Kim? Right? Yeah. If she's 55, the answer could be slightly different. But I'm going to assume that Kim is at Medicare age since she's asking Medicare Part B. Either she's 63, which is important because 2 years leading up to 65, when Medicare kicks in, they do a 2-year look back. Mm-hmm. So your income could affect Medicare Part B. And in one of the episodes we did, we talked about IRMAA. IRMAA is a surcharge on Medicare that could double or triple, and in some cases quadruple, your Medicare premium if you're single or a married couple, and it's judged or dependent on your income, and it's your modified adjusted gross income. So whatever you did that year. So if you do a Roth conversion, it is adding to your adjusted gross income and your modified adjusted gross income. So you have to go back and do the math. Does it mean it doesn't, or I should say it doesn't mean that doing a Roth conversion doesn't make sense if it goes into IRMAA. And a lot of times, a lot of cases, if somebody's healthy and depending on their income, it could still make sense. And I love, not to talk about financial planning again, we already did that, but I love the fact that our financial plan, and not all of them do, but ours and a few other ones have the technology to calculate IRMAA within a Roth conversion.
More custom.
Right. So we can look at somebody's income, their age, and how much do we want to realize, how much do we want to pay taxes on. That might kick them into double, triple, even quadruple IRMAA stages and make them pay more in Medicare Part B, but it's only going to be temporary. So sometimes if you're going to do, and Kim, this is what I would tell you, if you're considering it, one, do the math, but then be okay that doing more in 1 year, doing all of it in 1 year. I don't know her net worth, but you can stretch it out, a Roth conversion, over a number of years. Mm-hmm. But in some cases, especially if you're worried about IRMAA, speeding that up, doing more.
Ripping a Band-Aid off, getting it done sooner.
Right. You're still going to have, if you're going to have to pay IRMAA regardless of doing the Roth conversion, maybe you rip it off because you're going to live with it for that year or 2 years or 3 years, depending on how many years you do a Roth conversion. But rip it off. That way you pay for it, it then goes back to normal, and now you have a tax-efficient plan for the remainder of your life and for your heirs.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Kim, for the question. We'd love any additional questions you have. Please send them on YouTube, and we look forward to answering them in the future.